Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Love that. Okay, time. I nearly decided that I didn't have time to do this today. 10 minutes. Who else has a story with time where they actually believe they don't have any? Isn't that such a unfortunate misconception of what life is, that we haven't got any time? Like I experience, or in my business activity, I experience a interesting amount of rejection, which is not personal, it's just people are either a no or a yes. And at the same time, there's always objections, and objections come from a place of misadvice, or being non-educated, or not having enough time, not having enough of something else, not having enough of something else, not having enough of something else. And so it's sort of kind of like just snowballs and snowballs and snowballs. And I think we get into a pattern setting frequency when we're sort of offered an opportunity to become more, that our comfort zone is just about to get a really nice squeezy moolah. Squeezy moolah. And we don't want to do it. We just don't want to do it. We have no openness. All we have is resistance. I need to write a book on resistance. Anyway, so time and that illusion of time and not having enough of it is just down to where your priorities are. So you always have enough time for the things you want to do. You always have enough time for those things. The things that make you uncomfortable, like making a video for YouTube, is not uncomfortable. It's sexy, it's fun, but it's not comfortable. And so I have to manage myself into an allocated time slot to do so. With that allocation, I give it everything. I give it my all. I give it my 110,000%, and then I step away from it. In my experience, working with people over the last few years closely and watching how our behaviours, is that we can think about doing something for such a long time. I think I've thought about doing things for such a long time, especially when I was in the arts, and my creativity just like overflowed, and I had download after download of ideas, business projects, collaborations, and it was all going to be magnificent, and I was going to be a multimillionaire, and I was going to help save the world. And then it turned to dust. I think they call that illusions of grandeur, but I've learned how to manage it. I've also learned, which came as a very big surprise to me, that small, insignificant activities allocated over time create masterpieces. So I think my misconception, especially if you're a creative professional and you're watching this, you're going, girl, I know what you mean. You get that kind of specific creative download to create something, and you go and whack it out if you can, but it doesn't always meet its expectation, so you let it go until the next download. Whereas what I've chosen to do now is to, because I'm multifaceted, because I personally have lots of creative outlet, I then have to be extremely well time managed, and it hasn't come easy. But I knew it was the structure, the vehicle, the maintenance for me to do the things that I wanted to do. So I really hope this helps you. Something as simple as time. And being present in the time that you allocate to do things is equally as valuable as managing it well. So I have a diarised week, month and day, and then I reassess my day before the day and just plan it out hour by hour. And it makes me feel so great. I cannot tell you how great. I then choose to give myself micro wins. So whenever I've achieved like an hour of discipline, or I'm really happy with the results of something, I reward myself. And it may just be as simple as listening to a fun video on YouTube, or taking time out to go for like a walk that's not, you know, just purely indulging in nature, or phone a friend, phone a friend, or just something that lights me up. And that magic equation or formula, however you want to call it, really has created a love story with time for me. So I feel passionately engaged with my time, instead of getting to the end of my day. When I wind down and start to go into my manifestation phase for the next day, I know that every seed that of intention that I've planted throughout the day with my tasks is then gonna kind of come to some fruition when I apply myself the next time. So I hope this makes sense. And if you just capture an ounce of this and implement it into your day, and just by becoming present in the moment, like we could go into it now, maybe another time, but thinking about the past and the future and where your attention is. So where your attention is where your intention will be. And I think it's such a powerful statement that that's why planning is so important, especially for bringing things through to fruition. So that's where I stop as soon as I start to stumble on my words. I really hope that this has been helpful to you, as it has to me, and implemented it into my everyday. Namaste, and love and light to you.